Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and have just a little real talk about today is yes, you can sustain. The important thing or the awesome thing about macro tracking, macro awareness is, at least for me, it's something that I can sustain, that I can continue doing throughout my life. It's a very balanced way of eating and looking at food in a healthier way and accepting it. So many diets end, you maybe hit your goal, you maybe give up, and then you get back to where you started. And so if you can't sustain the weight that you lost, was it really worth it? I don't think so. So that's the whole key to macro counting. At first, you're going to track it. You're going to be really focused, trying to make sure you hit your macros every day. But you're not going to have to do that forever. Eventually, you're going to come to more of a macro awareness where you kind of have figured it out. You know, a lot of times you just would have to look at your plate and see what's on my plate. Am I leading with some protein? Are there healthy complex carbs on there? Are there healthy fats? And getting the feel of what you're eating. The tracking just kind of opens our eyes to how much we eat, and then it helps us to stay in that deficit. But ultimately, you don't have to be doing that forever. Do I still track? Yes, I do. I do. It's kind of like this little ball and chain right now. Like, I love it and I hate it. But it's okay. It keeps me aware and it keeps me accountable. And that's why I do it. So I just wanted to say, guys, give it a try. Give it a bigger shot than a week or 2 weeks. And see how you feel. It is a more balanced way of looking at food and thinking about food. You're going to have days where you mess up, where you eat and you have a little binge and you feel bad about yourself. You just got to get over those days and move on and get back on track. You're also going to have times where you're discouraged, where you feel like nothing is changing, that you're plateauing and putting in all this effort and not seeing results. And sometimes that just takes a little bit of tweaking. And so just don't give up and don't measure all your success on the scale. Measure it in the way that you feel, the way that you look, the way your clothes fit, in measurements. There's so many different ways, and we usually, at least as women, I can't speak for men, or at least for me, the scale can get really in my head and make me very discouraged, like, what? But again, we've had these conversations, and you will have to talk yourself off that wall every now and again. But what I just want to say is just really the whole point of us doing this September series, and it's almost over, and maybe you're really glad that I'm not going to keep filling your newsfeed with graphics and things about macros. But the takeaway is it's something that I've really learned to love, and it's sustainable and it's healthy. So many times I've seen other diets where I'm like, why are we eliminating that food group? Or those are good. And that you can go to a birthday party, you can have ice cream and cake, and you can stay on track. And one of the funnest things for me is finding different recipes and sharing it with people. We love meal prepping. Lake and I prep locally, so if you're ever interested in trying our food, it's really good. The Macro Queens are pretty good at cooking, just saying. Toot toot. So anyways, you can sustain with this diet. You can live a healthy lifestyle and not look back. You can make mistakes and overeat sometimes, and it's not the end of the world. So buck up, campers. Give macros a try. Yeah.